Welcome to Niger Voice Television, where we give voice to the unheard.
Nigerians are not happy with the ranching policy by the Chief of Defense Staff imposing it on Nigerians. Ejimakor, Nnamdi Kalu's lawyer, took to his own opinion and warned the federal government through the Chief of Defense Staff that imposing ranching on Nigerians is illegal. Here are video footage of how Nigerians reacted. This is Niger Voice. Don't forget to subscribe.
Welcome back to the channel. Fellow Biafrans, Nigeria and lovers of justice around the world. What if I told you that the rejected Fulani Ruga agenda is being repackaged and brought back silently under a new name from the mouth of Nigeria's Chief of Defense Staff himself? Yes.
In order to address insecurity, two things are basic. We must be able to control the movement of animals across the region. In doing that, it's important that we create ranches. Ranches will do a great deal in securing our country and will prevent the conflict between the farmer herders clashes. Again, secondly, we must learn to stop killing animals crossing into farms. In the past, what is done is to arrest the animal and compensations are made. And I think if we are able to address those two things, over 65% of the challenges we're having against farmers will be dealt with. So I think that's something we should think about, and that's something we must be able to protect.
The same policy that ignited resistance across the Middle Belt and the South is now being rebranded as national ranching. And the Fulani agenda is rising again. And guess who just raised the alarm? Barrister Ejimakor, one of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's top lawyers. Today, we bring you a powerful breakdown of this dangerous plot, why it threatens your land, your future, and why Biafra must resist again, louder than ever. Stay with us till the end, because what you are about to hear will shake you. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video right now. The ID message behind General Musa ranching speech. When General Christopher Musa, the Chief of Defense Staff, stood before cameras and advocated for nationwide ranching, it sounded like a harmless suggestion, but to the politically aware, this was more than just a solution to other farmer clashes. It was a coded message, a strategic push to bring back Ruga. The military chief said, "We must be able to control the movement of animals across the region. It is important we create ranches." Now pause. Why is a military man, not the Minister of Agriculture, speaking about ranching policies across the nation? This is the problem. Just like during Buhari's era, military and Fulani elites are missing security narratives with land acquisition goals. Why Ejimakor's response matters. Ejimakor is not just another lawyer. He is a Nnamdi Kanu legal brain, the man who has fought the federal government in courtrooms across Nigeria. When he speaks from the lens of the Biafra struggle, human rights, and constitutional order. He didn't mince words. It is unconstitutional to nationalize non-indigenous ranching or force it on states or citizens that don't decide it. We saw through the lies. He decoded the script. This is not ranching. This is federal Fulani expansion. Again, Ruga, the policy that Biafra and the South rejected. Let's remind ourselves, rural grazing area was the 2019 initiative of the Buhari government, aiming to allocate land in every state for Fulani herders. But what was the truth behind it? It was a land grabbing agenda, a backdoor ethnic colonization, a violation of federalism and state rights. Certain states, especially IPOP strongholds, rose against it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was one of the first to expose the dangers of Ruga on Radio Biafra and through IPOP broadcasts. So why is it resurfacing now in 2025 after being buried with public outcry. The Fulani agenda, a slow strategic takeover. The Fulani agenda isn't a might, it is not a hate speech, it is a political strategy with historical roots, and the signs are always the same. Land grab disguised as security, federal imposition disguised as unity, Fulani immigration disguised as business. From Plateau to Benue, from Enugu to Ebonyi, farmers are crying. Livelihood destroyed, communities invaded, and now ranches forced on you in the name of peace. Who will own the ranches? Who will manage them? Who will benefit? The answer: Fulani elite. How this affects the Biafra movement? Let's get real. If the federal government begins building ranches across southeast states, it will mean federal occupation of ancestral lands, militarization of farming zone, ethnic tension increase, IPO's mission compromise. This is exactly what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu warned about years ago. He said they are not coming for grassing, they are coming for conquest, and this latest move by the defense chief confirms that prophecy. Like this video right now if you believe Biafra must stand strong against the plot. The constitution is clear. States have the right to reject. Ejimakor's legal firepower it had here. Ranching is a private business. It is not government job to build cattle ranches, just like the government doesn't build supermarkets or pig farms. It is unconstitutional to force any state to allocate land for cattle rearing, especially when those herders are not indigenous to the area. What next? Will they allocate land for mining by foreigners too? This is not law. This is land colonization by policy. Why the military should stay out of civilian policy? Aloy Ejimakor rightly asks, why is the chief of defense staff dictating agricultural policies? The job of the military is national defense, not cattle management. But this is exactly how the Fulani agenda has always worked. Use federal institutions, blur the line between security and ethnic expansion, push policies from the top down. Remember what happened in Kaduna, Jos and southern Kaduna. This is the blueprint of silent invasion. Biafra must remain vigilant. This is round 2 of Ruga. The battle against Ruga in 2019 was won, but the war is not over. Now under Tinubu's watch, the Fulani allies are regrouping. They are using different language, ranching, security, animal control, but the goal remains the same: force state to surrender land, create permanent Fulani settlements, undermine the indigenous populations. This is the time for IPOB and all Southeast leaders to stand united again. Connecting this to Nnamdi Kanu struggle, let's be clear. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not in DSS detention because he broke any law. He is there because he spoke the truth about the Fulani expansionist plan. He warned about herdsmen attacks, land grabs, Islamization, government complicity. And now with this latest ranching move, we see that everything he said is coming true. The silence of other leaders is dangerous, but Ejimakor's voice cuts through the silence like thunder. The way forward: reject federal imposition. Here's the truth: if Nigeria must survive as one nation, the rights of states and people must be respected. Any attempt to impose Fulani ranching nationwide is a recipe for disaster. Biafrans must educate their communities, expose the agenda, demand legal resistance, support IPOB's advocacy, defend their ancestral land. Because once the land is taken, freedom is gone. Why this is a threat to indigenous land rights? What happens when federal ranches are built on state land? The original landowners, the indigenous people, lose control. Their ancestral land become military zones what doesn't belong to them. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu predicted this playbook. Go back to Nnamdi Kanu's speeches in 2016, 2017, 2019. He kept saying, they will come through your bushes, then they will come for your lands, then they will come for your lives. People thought it was exaggeration, but what are we seeing now? Fulani S-men in Enugu, rushing proposal from the defense chief, silent support from the federal government. It is a time for awareness, unity, and loud resistance. What can you do? Educate your people. Let them understand the coded language. Subscribe to stay updated on the fight for justice and truth. This is not just about cows. It is about control. It is not about peace. It is about power. And we say never again.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned for more updates.